morning. Welcome to another episode of Same Coffee, Different Cup. Today I'm drinking from my Mickey cup that my daughter Kenyana bought me. I absolutely love this cup. My wife has one that, well, it came together and hers has mini on it and, it got all these little red dots on there and it's got on her little red pumps and whatnot. But they're fun cups. I absolutely love them. And it brings me to my topic today. I want to talk about staying committed to your dream. When we think about Walt Disney, if you get a chance, you got to watch the movie on his life. I mean, this man, you're talking about committed. Staff walked out on him. He lost money. People stopped believing in his dream. It just didn't seem like things were going to work out for him. But he stayed committed to the process. I think a lot of times we're quick to throw in the towel. I've been listening to a podcast called How I Built This. And as you listen to the different entrepreneurs and what they went through in their life, you start to learn very quickly that there's a certain pattern or there's certain events that happen to everybody who launches out on their dream. It's like, if you listen to about 10, 15 of them, you start to say, oh, guess what? I'm not the only one that lost money. I'm not the only one that got discouraged. I'm not the only one who people, stop believing in me. I mean, it's a very motivating thing to know that you're not the only one that's going through whatever you're going through when you're trying to get your dreams off the ground. I always talk about my friend Coach Dick, who invented the stretch machines that you use for weightlifting and fitness. Back in the 70s, he invented this thing. But anywho, he talked about how he knocked on 149 doors before he got a yes. Okay, so here's a man who, he's not a doctor. He has no type of background in medicine or what have you, but he was a coach and he felt like his machine would help people health wise that wanted to work out and rehabilitate. And so imagine having no background in that, and you're going to people who are in the medical field and ask them to back your product. Okay, they're laughing at this guy like, what do you even know about this stuff? Why would you, So 149 doors. He mortgaged his house. I mean, he almost lost everything, but he's stuck in there. And he kept knocking. Listen, most of us would have thrown in that towel after number 3. You know what I mean? We'd have been like, I guess it's not God's will. I guess it wasn't meant for me to have it. I guess, I must have to try something else. I mean, this was just bad. 149 doors, people. This man went to make his dream happen. This is an amazing thing. Because we have to have that type of tenacity. I was one that would always say, well, I'm not doing my music right now or my plays right now because I'm not feeling creative. You know what I mean? So I'd wait, a year before I write another one and be like, yeah, I'm just not feeling the creative juices yet, And I went and spent some time with a few different people in different businesses. I visited someone who was in theater and into movie writing, and I went and spent time with people who write music and have several Grammys out. And one thing I found in common was nobody was waiting for this creative thing to hit, right? They were getting down to it. And then the creativity came later once they, started into the process. So meanwhile, they're putting out, 10, songs a month. You know what I mean? I'm putting out 10 songs every 4 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how are you doing this? Meanwhile, the writer got, 3 movies going on, 2 shows on Netflix, got a few plays. I mean, just amazing. But here I am, waiting for that creative juice to pour in whenever it hits me. Then I'm ready to go. Come on now. What am I doing, huh? And one of the people that I went and visit, they are in their 70s. And they were up all night writing and doing music and just really passionate about it. You know what I mean? And here I am, and I'm thinking, man, I'm kind of getting up there in age, you know what I mean? I need to be in bed at a decent hour, That foolishness, it's foolishness. It's stuff your mind tells you to keep you from doing what you're supposed to be doing. Don't listen to that garbage. Get out and get something. Like my boys from Outcast used to say, you got to get out, get up, and get something. Maybe it was get up, get out. Yeah, and get something. Anywho, I digress. But you have to stay committed to the process. Listen, I know what it's like to lose money. Lord knows I do. I know what it's like to feel like people have, stop believing in you and in your dream. Lord knows I have. But I also know what it's like to push and keep on fighting. My mom named me Roger. People know me mainly by Teco. That's the stage name that I go by, Teco, which is my nickname. I had it since I was born, just like Roger. But anyhow, my mom named me Roger. Roger means famous warrior, and I understand now why she named me that, because there are some things in life that you just got to war on. You understand what I'm saying? You got to fight. I don't care whether it's sickness. I don't care what it is. Sometimes you got to put up your dukes and fight. All right. So that's it for my time for today. But listen, I want you to have a wonderful day. I want you to stay committed. Don't wait for the dream thing to come and hit you in the head and Mr. Creativity to come and sit on your lap. It's not going to happen. OK. Or if it does happen, it happens, too far, in between. In that time, you could be writing all kind of stuff. And that book could be done by now. The book you've been, working on for the last 10 years. Come on now. We've got to put in the work. You can do it. You can do it. Have a great day and God bless. Cheers. Good coffee.